In the mystical realm of the twin flame journey, many observers and participants alike notice a fascinating phenomenon. The divine feminine often appears significantly younger than her actual age. This youthful glow isn't just skin deep, it reflects a deeper spiritual and energetic transformation taking place within her. As she undergoes awakening, healing, and alignment with her soul's true essence, the divine feminine begins to embody a radiance that transcends time. But what exactly causes this shift in appearance? Is it merely a side effect of emotional healing, or is there a deeper spiritual reason behind it? In this exploration, we dive into 4 key topics that explain why the divine feminine seems to defy the aging process. High vibrational energy and cellular regeneration. One of the most significant and spiritually compelling reasons the divine feminine often appears younger than her chronological age lies in her alignment with high vibrational energy. As she evolves on her twin flame journey, she begins to shed layers of fear, trauma, limiting beliefs, and stagnant emotional energy. This shift allows her to vibrate at a much higher frequency, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and even physically. How vibration affects the body. Everything in the universe is made of energy, including our bodies. Every cell vibrates at a specific frequency. Negative emotions like fear, anger, resentment, and anxiety can lower our frequency, leading to physical tension, premature aging, and illness. In contrast, positive states like love, gratitude, forgiveness, and joy raise our frequency, improving energy flow and supporting the body's natural healing processes. When the divine feminine is in spiritual alignment, connected to her soul purpose, higher self, and divine source, she naturally begins to radiate high vibrational energy. This energy doesn't just affect her aura or emotional state, it impacts her biochemistry. Stress hormones like cortisol begin to decrease, while feel-good hormones like serotonin and oxytocin increase, supporting better sleep, improved skin, stronger immunity, and balanced hormones, all of which contribute to a more youthful appearance. The power of Kundalini and life force energy. In many cases, the divine feminine experiences a Kundalini awakening, where a powerful spiritual energy rises through her chakras, purifying her energy system. This process, though intense, often results in increased vitality, creativity, and inner peace. As this life force energy flows more freely, it nourishes her cells, tissues, and organs, creating a kind of inner rejuvenation. This energetic nourishment can result in clearer skin, brighter eyes, improved posture, and a sense of vitality that makes her seem decades younger than her age. People around her may not even be able to pinpoint why she looks so radiant. It's not makeup or skincare. It's something deeper and more spiritual, energetic detox and light body activation. As the divine feminine releases old energetic patterns and shadow aspects, she undergoes what many call energetic detoxification. During this time, the physical body often begins to mirror the lightness of her spirit. Some describe this as activating the light body or crystalline DNA, where the physical and spiritual bodies harmonize more closely. This process not only elevates consciousness, but also affects the aging process by reducing cellular stress and increasing regenerative capacity. Inner healing and emotional purification. Another profound reason the divine feminine often appears more youthful than her years lies in the intense inner healing and emotional purification she undergoes during the twin flame journey. Unlike ordinary personal development, this process is spiritual, soul deep, and often catalyzed by the meeting or energetic connection with her divine masculine counterpart. The weight of unhealed trauma and its physical toll. Emotional wounds, unresolved traumas, and deeply rooted belief systems are often stored not only in the subconscious mind, but also in the physical body. Scientists and spiritual practitioners alike now acknowledge that emotional stress is one of the leading causes of premature aging. Chronic emotional pain can increase inflammation, weaken the immune system, dysregulate hormones, and cause cellular damage over time. These effects manifest in tired eyes, tension in the face, weight imbalances, fatigue, and even changes in skin elasticity. As the divine feminine awakens, she is pushed to confront and release these hidden emotional burdens. This can involve intense shadow work, inner child healing, ancestral clearing, and karmic release. Though often painful, this inner work frees her from heavy emotional baggage that had been subtly aging her from the inside out. Purification as a path to radiance. Through this journey of emotional alchemy, the divine feminine begins to purify her emotional body. She no longer suppresses emotions like grief, betrayal, or abandonment. Instead, she processes and integrates them. As she does this, her heart chakra opens wider, allowing divine love to flow more freely through her entire being. This inner purification brings about a visible shift. Her face softens, her eyes become brighter, her voice more grounded and soothing. The tension that once aged her starts to dissolve. She begins to glow from within, a light that comes not from perfection, but from authenticity and emotional wholeness. Emotional alignment and anti-aging hormones. Emotional healing doesn't just bring peace, it also creates biochemical changes that reverse or slow signs of aging. When the nervous system is calm and regulated, the body produces more oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin, all of which support healthy skin, better sleep, improved digestion, and emotional resilience. As she learns to love herself unconditionally, forgive others, and detach from past pain, the divine feminine reduces the production of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which are known to accelerate aging. Instead, her body enters a state of regeneration, allowing for cellular repair and rejuvenation, reclaiming the inner child and joy. One of the most beautiful outcomes of this emotional healing is the reconnection with her inner child, that pure, curious, and joyful part of herself that was once suppressed or wounded. This reconnection brings a playful, light-hearted, and youthful energy into her daily life. She laughs more, she creates more, she begins to live in the present moment, much like a child does. And this shift in mindset brings a vitality that literally shows in her face and body. Embodiment of self-love and divine feminine energy. A central aspect of the divine feminine's transformation, and a key reason she appears younger than her age, is her full embodiment of self-love and divine feminine energy. Unlike superficial self-care or fleeting confidence, this form of embodiment is deep, sacred, and radiates from the soul outward. It is a return to wholeness, to softness, and to a powerful inner beauty that naturally enhances physical appearance. The return to authentic self-love. On the twin flame journey, the divine feminine is often forced to confront the ways she has abandoned, betrayed, or rejected herself in pursuit of love, validation, or safety. Through this awakening, she begins the sacred process of reclaiming her worth and learning to love herself unconditionally, not for what she does, but for who she truly is. This shift is profound. She starts to nurture her body with love, honor her emotions, set healthy boundaries, and prioritize her needs without guilt. As her self-love deepens, she emits a magnetic energy, often described as a glow that captivates those around her. It's not youth in the traditional sense, it's radiant self-acceptance, which people instinctively recognize as beauty. Divine feminine energy, the essence of rejuvenation. The divine feminine is not a role or stereotype. It is an archetypal force that resides in everyone, but becomes especially powerful when consciously awakened. This energy is soft yet strong, receptive yet wise, creative, nurturing, sensual, and intuitive. When the divine feminine within is activated, she flows with the rhythms of life, honors her natural cycles, and creates from a place of love. This energy is inherently rejuvenating. It emphasizes rest, nourishment, intuition, beauty, connection, and emotional depth, qualities that are often neglected in a fast-paced, masculine-dominated society. As the divine feminine embodies these qualities, her body begins to respond. Her skin glows from within, her eyes soften, her aura expands. She becomes magnetic and timeless, not because she tries to look young, but because she is aligned with her essence. The spiritual aesthetic of the divine feminine, the physical world, responds to energy. As the divine feminine softens into her sacred power, her physical body starts to mirror that shift. She may begin to dress more authentically, move more gracefully, and embrace her natural beauty without the need to conform to external standards. There is an effortless elegance in her presence, rooted in the deep love she holds for herself and for life. Her appearance becomes an expression of her soul rather than a mask to hide behind. This soul alignment often results in the ageless beauty people notice in her. Her energy nourishes those around her, and in turn, it nourishes her own body, keeping her vibrant and glowing. Grace over stress, a youthful frequency. Stress, overexertion, self-criticism, and emotional suppression age a person. The divine feminine, through her healing and awakening, learns to live in a frequency of grace, a state where she lets go of struggle and embraces flow. This doesn't mean her life is without challenges, but she moves through them with emotional wisdom and spiritual trust. This graceful way of living literally shifts her nervous system, improves her immune response, and creates harmony in her physical form, connection to higher self, and timeless consciousness. One of the most spiritually profound reasons the divine feminine often appears younger than her age is her deep connection to her higher self and the experience of timeless consciousness. As she awakens on the twin flame journey, she gradually detaches from the illusions of the ego, linear time, and societal expectations, entering a state of soul alignment that transcends age altogether, living beyond linear time. In everyday life, most people operate within a rigid perception of time, measuring their lives by clocks, calendars, deadlines, and societal timelines. This creates stress, pressure, and a subtle fear of aging. The divine feminine, however, begins to shift out of this programmed mindset as she connects with her spiritual essence. She begins to understand time not as a fixed, linear structure, but as a fluid, multi-dimensional experience. In this state of conscious presence, she stops obsessing over age, deadlines, and appearances. She lives in the now, where creativity flows, joy expands, and miracles happen. And because the body responds to the mind, this timeless awareness can literally slow down the aging process. Her nervous system relaxes, her face softens, and her cells stop reacting to the stress of running out of time. She simply is, radiant, present, and full of life. The higher self, a gateway to eternal beauty. The higher self is the eternal, divine aspect of one's consciousness, pure, wise, loving, and beyond the limits of the material world. When the divine feminine deepens her relationship with this higher aspect of herself, she begins to embody that eternal essence in her everyday life. Her identity shifts from ego-based labels to soul-based truth. She remembers who she truly is, a divine being in a human experience. This soul remembrance transforms her entire energy field. She becomes more aligned with truth, beauty, and divine intelligence. People around her may not understand why she appears so serene, ageless, or otherworldly, but it's because her soul is shining through. Her body becomes a vessel for divine light, and this spiritual radiance reflects outward as youthful vitality. Timeless beauty through soul alignment. True beauty, especially the kind that transcends age, arises from being in harmony with your soul. As the divine feminine follows her inner guidance, honors her intuition, and trusts divine timing, her life begins to align effortlessly. This alignment reduces inner conflict and increases peace, two states that are not only spiritually powerful, but biologically rejuvenating. Her frequency becomes one of wholeness and authenticity, and her aura begins to reflect that unity. It's not just that she looks younger, people feel something different when they're around her. Her presence is calming, uplifting, and often healing, all of which are signs of someone connected to a higher field of consciousness. Agelessness as a spiritual signature. Many spiritual teachers, mystics, and enlightened beings throughout history have appeared much younger than their age. Not because they deny aging, but because they live in such alignment with higher realms that the physical body responds with vitality and grace. The divine feminine, as she embodies her spiritual path, steps into that same stream of ageless energy. She may not stop the aging process biologically, but she defies the expectations of what aging should look like.